You know it's April when CBS Sports is like, what's the worst that can happen? Let's have the Bengals take this guy. So, I'll be honest with you, right? I gotta give CBS Sports credit. I have never, and I mean never, and trust me, I've seen a lot of mock drafts over the last, 3 months. I have never in my life seen somebody say we're going to take the guy that we are taking, or that CBS Sports thinks we're going to take today. I have seen, again, probably hundreds of mock drafts. Not one of them said we're going to take this first round pick. So just keep that in mind. Keep that energy while we're going in this mock draft. Pick one, Caleb Williams. And this is CBS Sports, too. It's not some, crazy network. This is CBS. Drake May, number 2. Okay, J.J. McCarthy, number 3. Nice. Marvin Harrison, number 4. I think you could say Jaden Daniels would be number 3, but you know what? It is what it is. The Vikings trade up anyway because Marvin Harrison Jr. is off the board. And they get Jaden Daniels. You could flip these two, and I think the first 5 picks here are absolutely perfect. I have no problem at all with them. And if I was normally seeing this mock draft, I'd say, wow, CBS Sports did a good job. I think that's pretty realistic. Number 6, Malik Neighbors. Okay, realistic. Joe Alt, Dallas Turner. I didn't know he had gold hair. Okay. Romeo Duze to the Bears. And then J.C. Latham to the Jets. I'd say this is probably going to be Brock Bowers in all honesty. Most likely this would be Brock Bowers. But going offensive tackle is not bad. You got Tyron Smith, who's older, who has injury concerns. You also got Morgan Moses from the Ravens. He's not 100% all the time. He can be hurt. So I think this is not the most outlandish top 10 picks, right? Okay, Fuega to the Chargers. They traded back. They got their offensive tackle. They're not going to go wide receiver because Brian Thomas Jr. is the best on the board. You go with a star right tackle, can also play guard, and that's pretty cool. Then you got Latu going 12. Troy Fiano going to the Raiders. Fashiono going to the Saints. And Brock Bowers going to the Colts. Again, so far, this is not that crazy of a mock. Okay, let's keep going. Brian Thomas Jr. goes right before us to the Jags. Okay, Jared Verse goes to the Seahawks. That's cool, right? So, who's on the board for us? Well, we could go with Amarius Mims, Johnny Newton, Byron Murphy II. Remember Tron Arnold? Yeah, Tron Arnold wasn't drafted yet. We could go Tron Arnold. We could get Quentin Mitchell, the best cornerback in the draft. Oh my lord. We could have a number 1 corner to replace Cheeto. Number 1 corner to replace Cheeto. Who else? Let's just look at who else is available at this pick. Yeah, this Cupid the Gene. I like him better than what they're about to say. Actually, surprisingly enough, yeah, Quentin Mitchell. That's actually probably it. That's probably it. Like, one of the players I really like in this pick. Because those players are just listed, I would probably take. I think the list would go, number 1 would definitely be Quentin Mitchell, then Tron Arnold, and then probably the rest of the Johnny Newton, Byron Murphy, Johnny Newton, and then probably Amarius Mims. But again, great options here, right? CBS Sports. What if the Bengals take Ladd McConkey from Georgia? Sorry for the deep breathe there, but I have to. Because you have Byron Murphy on the board, Johnny Newton on the board, Jackson Powers Johnson on the board. You have all of these great future players. And your idea is to go with Ladd McConkey. Which, listen, he's an end of a first round, early second round pick. Is it the craziest pick of all time? No. because he is a good player. He really is. He actually, like, on a real note, though, he is actually a really good player. And he's going to be really great in the NFL. As he says right there, his main thing is he's really good, just like Eddie Royale. Letting T. Higgins walk while placing him in the draft the same year would fit the Bengals' modus operandi. What the Bengals like to do the most is get the best player available. And to take him, who, again, arguably could be a second-round pick, over Byron Murphy, Jackson Powers-Johnson, Chop Robinson, Amarius Mims, you know what? Keep it going. Graham Barton, Tyler Guyton. I'll put Tyler Guyton on the board. Quentin Mitchell, Teron Arnold, Coy McKinstry. Troy Franklin. I like Troy Franklin better than I like, what's his name? Lance McConkey. I do like Lance, but I like Troy Franklin better. To even suggest that we would go with this wide receiver over all those other options, okay, is laughable. It's honestly laughable. Like, I don't even know what to say. Because, like, CBS Sports, I do take them very serious when it comes to some of the stuff they say, because I think they do a good job of, making sure they release, like, logical stuff. And they're like, one of the only NFL stuff that I actually still watch. Like, NFL sports media that I still watch. Because I think they do say a lot of logical stuff. I gotta say, today, they completely went and took a 180 in my book. They took a 180 and went straight down the hill. Because even if you want to suggest that we need a wide receiver, we need a wide receiver in the first round, which I don't think we need a wide receiver in the first round. I think we could take a wide receiver in the second round, it will be absolutely fine. But even if you want to just, like, really home in on that and say, it needs to happen, it needs to happen, it needs to happen, you're not even taking the best receiver on the board. And even if you want to just completely disregard all the other great players available, and you just want to say, you know what, this is the year that the Bengals are not going to take best player available. They're going to say best player available is off the board completely. Because even at the receiver position, Mitchell and Troy Franklin are better options. But even if you want to say, all that, he's not even the best option at the receiver position. I would go Troy Franklin over him. So, yeah. CBS Sports took a 180. Maybe they meant to release this on April Fool's or something, and they forgot to, and, they just kind of, like, they had it, like, in the drafts ready to be posted on April Fool's Day, and they forgot to post it. There has to be something where I'm not understanding the joke. Is it because he's a white wide receiver and white wide receivers don't usually get taken in the first round? Is that the joke? Because I'm waiting for the punchline to this joke that you're trying to make. Because if we're just going to make jokes, we should take Jalen Polk in the first round. Why not? Just take him at the 18th overall pick. Oh, he's supposed to be a third round pick? Take him. Oh, sorry. Actually, second round pick. Take him in the first. Why not? CBS Sports. You lost it all, man. Peace out, guys.